Hey, welcome back. This is Kevin Fear. This is Pillow Talk, a show about sleep. If you were with us with the last break, welcome back. If you're just joining us, welcome. Welcome. If you're in a market where I don't have a store, my computer's fighting with me here. If I don't have a store, we're coming. That's the bottom line. All right, I can't mess with my computer right now. We're probably coming to your market, or we're a short drive away. I can't tell you how much business we do in the southern tier from Ithaca and Cortland and Binghamton and all points in between. We're not that far, and people drive in because we're different, because we have all the technologies under one roof. What do I mean by that? I mean that there's different technologies of sleep. There's traditional luxury inner spring. There's memory foam. There's latex foam. There's Tempur-Pedic foam. There's hybrid. There's the purple grid. There's air adjustable. It goes on. And we've got them all under one roof. Now, you could drive around to a bunch of stores and probably experience all that, but only at my store are you going to get them all under one roof. Nobody else in New York State has all the brands under one roof that Mattress Express has. It's that simple. So we're worth the drive. And you don't have to worry. We have a 30-day price guarantee, which means if you buy a bed, you have to read the terms and conditions. But basically, if you buy a bed in the next 30 days, you find it for sale locally cheaper, we refund the difference. That's it. It's that simple. And you get a 30-day sleep guarantee on most not all, but on most mattresses, where if you take it home, and then we ask you to keep it 2 weeks because it takes time to adjust. But if you don't like it, come back and pick another one out of equal or greater value. And get it something that you like. It doesn't happen very often because we work pretty hard with you to find the right sleep system for you. But I'll tell you, I switch beds from time to time because it's my business, right? And I need to experience the different type of beds to talk about them with my customers and my staff. And I made a change one time. I'm trying to remember what I had before that, from a luxury traditional inner spring to a softer 12 or 14 inch memory foam. And boy, I'm going to say the first 12 days, I woke up sore, and I started saying, boy, maybe this isn't going to work. Maybe this isn't for me. And then all of a sudden my body adjusted, and I loved that bed. Oh, I loved it. That was a great, great bed. We just switched again, and we gave that to someone in need. We keep a mattress cover on it and everything. It was beautiful shape. But that was a great, great, comfortable bed. But think about it. You're on that thing for 8 hours. If your body is used to laying on a particular type of surface, whether it's firm, whatever, your body's conditioned to that, and you change to a completely different feel, your body's going to adjust, and it may get sore. It's got to, your muscles need to adjust and everything else. Doesn't mean it's not going to be comfortable. But I have people that come back after a night or two and say, I can't sleep on this. I'm waking up sore. Well, yeah, because it's a new bed. You got to get used to it. You got to give it a little chance. Because I tell you, I loved that bed. That was I was so comfortable after that, but it just takes a break-in period. So don't give up that quick. Anyway, today we're going over, I fly a decent amount. And this is 11 tips for how to sleep on a plane if you're a flyer. Now, I can't sleep on a plane. I'll tell you why. Because I snore. If I slept on a plane, there'd be a revolt. Everybody would be coming after me. And plus, I'm a big guy. If you never met me, I'm 6'2", 6'3", 235 pounds. I'm a big guy. I don't always fit in those seats anyway. And but even if I were in first class, I don't think I could sleep unless I brought some kind of traveling CPAP with me. And I don't know if I would be relaxed enough to sleep, but many people do. I see them sleeping all the time. And I wish I could sleep on a plane. It would go by quicker. I'd get some rest, right? Why not? But these are 11 tips if you're a flyer to sleep. My dog sleeps great. My dog goes, if you don't know me, I'm a big, big animal person, okay? And my whole life, my whole adult life, I had big dogs. I've had Great Danes. I've had Golden Retrievers. I've had Black Labs. I've had I had a mix of Great Dane and Yellow Lab. He was a wonderful dog. Bones. And I've had others. And then, sadly, their lifespans are shorter than ours. And the last dog I took was a rescue, and she's a little dog. And I concluded she's a rat terrier. Now I just got my wife got me a DNA test for the dog. I got to do it and send it in. I think she's a rat terrier. She's a little dog. And when I first got her, I'll get to this plane thing here in a minute. When I first got her, I said, well, I kind of got her on a whim. And I said, I want to leave her home. She's probably going to go in the house. So I said, let's take her to work with me today. Well, that has evolved into now she goes everywhere I go. So I've evolved into that big guy who walks around with the little dog. But I don't care. I love the dog. She's part of me, and she goes everywhere I go. She goes to Florida with me, and I put her in her carrier, and she goes under the seat in front of me, and she goes right to sleep. So she doesn't need these tips, is my point. So anyway, back to this article. It's travelandleisure.com. It's an article dated October 26, 2023, called 11 Tips for How to Sleep on a Plane. And the first one is skip the coffee, of common sense, right? Avoid drinking caffeinated beverages right before the flight, and ask your doctor for advice if you think taking any sleeping aids or supplements to help you fall asleep. Okay, yeah, no kidding. Dress for the occasion. We all want to look like glamorous jet setters upon arriving on our final destination, but this is one time when you might want to put comfort over style. Okay, so dress comfortably if you want to sleep on the air flight. I have a friend of mine who, not anymore, but he used to fly all over the world all the time, and he would sleep a lot. So somebody like that, this would, my wife sleeps on the plane though, and she sleeps on top of me. She lays on me, and she has her next one is don't skip on accessories, neck pillows, headphones, and eye masks. Might take up a little extra room, but you'll be happy you packed them once the flight's gone on. She wears a neck pillow a lot of times, and she leans on my shoulder and drools. And if she hears this, she'll kill me. Splurge on first class or premium economy. The lie flat seats. I've never flown on a seat with lie flat seats. And first class provide ample space and privacy for the optimal mid-flight snooze. My sister just retired. She was the CIO of Zendesk. She lived out in Silicon. She still does. Lives out in San Mateo, California. She worked in Silicon Valley. She flew all over the world all the time. And I'm sure she could give me some tips on this. Choose a seat in the main cabin wisely. If you'd rather save money and stick to the main cabin, choose your seat strategically. Some flyers prefer window seats so they can have something to lean against while catching some shut-eye. I like an aisle seat because I'm tall and I can stretch my leg out, one of my legs a little more, and I just prefer an aisle seat. I find the center or window confining at my size. Consider the flight's timing. If you're planning for a long flight that crosses multiple time zones, you'll need to keep a few things in mind. Dedicated travelers might try to adjust their sleep schedule days ahead of flights to better accommodate their destination's time zone. Right. If you want to sleep, fly at a time when you're used to sleeping. I like to put it in layman's terms. Buckle up. The last thing you need interrupting your sleep is plane protocol. Right. Do everything you're supposed to do. Put your tray up, buckle up before you go to sleep so they don't wake you up to tell you to do it. Stick to your sleep routine. When it's finally time to wind down, stick to your usual sleep routine. If you take nothing else from this show, if you have trouble falling asleep, you need to have a routine every night, a routine. So this says this could include meditation, stretching, avoiding excess blue light from the in-flight entertainment system or your cell phone. Do your usual routine. Keep your toothbrush easily accessible. Make one last trip to the lavatory to wash your face and get ready. Lavatory, that's a term that they used to use when I was in school, the lavatory. Now we all call it the bathroom, but the lavatory. It's like my grandmother used to call the couch the Davenport. Right? Remember that name? Fly direct whenever possible. There's 11 tips to sleep where you're flying. Ooh, we're running out of time. Fly direct whenever possible. Don't cross your legs and relax. Those are the last three, right? If you fly a lot, this may help you. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention to the time when we're up against it. This is Kevin Fear, president of Mattress Express. And this is a show about sleep called Pillow Talk. If you want to watch this show, you can go to our website, mattressexpressny.com, if you want to see what I look like for some strange reason. If you want more information, it's there. If you want to email me, pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. If you want to call my stores during business hours, 1-800-NEW-BEDS. You can go on my site and you can chat live with my staff during business hours, or just stop in. There's no appointment necessary. All our locations are at mattressexpressny.com. We're going into the break. Stick around. I'll see you back in about, I think, 4 minutes. Bye.